Hi everyone, the Enneamentalist here, and today's topic is why typology is not a clinical tool.
I summon Slifer, the Sky Dragon!
So let's say you find your type in whatever typologies you're using. You might had an existential crisis after that, and now you're diagnosing your friends with personality disorders. Yeah, we need to talk.
You seem to have overlooked Slifer the Sky Dragon's special ability. Now watch the incredible power of its second mouth! Slifer, activate your special ability now! Next time you'll think twice about summoning a monster in Slifer's presence.
Let's get one thing clear before we go any further. Typology is not a substitute for therapy. Whatever it's MBTI, Enneagram, and so on, these systems are designed to help you understand patterns in whatever the typology is tracking, not to diagnose disorders. But there is a growing trend, especially online, where people use typology to pathologize themselves and others. And generally speaking, I see often people using typology to justify toxic behaviors instead of seeking growth or help. That's not growth, that's bypassing. Anyways, this tendency is especially common in the Enneagram world in those that are stance of Naranjo, aka the second dissemination of the Enneagram. What happened back then? During that time, Dr. Claudio Naranjo tried to blend DSM diagnosis with Enneagram types. It was his attempt to integrate psychiatry and spirituality. Well, let's say that it wasn't particularly effective. It's wiser to treat Naranjo as someone that was an early author that played his role, introduced some important concepts in some other area like the DSM, Enneagram, merge attempt failing. Anyways, I will link to this video an article by Erika Truth that covers differently the topic of Naranjo and his final attempt to merge DSM and Enneagram, as well as some other slips. Fast forward to now, thanks to the work of Catherine Cenifore, we are in the fourth dissemination of the Enneagram. The most notable addition being tri-type. With tri-type, we see deeper layers, not shallow stereotypes. It's about understanding your inner landscape, not diagnosing it. Having said that, some deeply unhealthy types can resemble clinical conditions, but resemblance isn't causation, and motivation is different from pathology. Quick examples. An unhealthy type 1 can sound like having OCD traits, whilst not having OCD. An unhealthy type 3 can sound like NPD-like, but it doesn't necessarily mean the person is a narcissist. Surface level similarities isn't diagnostic evidence. The bottom line is that it's important to not misuse typology to sound insightful. If someone is struggling with mental health, the person deserves qualified, licensed help, not speculative typology games. And that's true for any typology. Enneagram, MBTI, whatever. Use typology to support personal insight, not medical shortcuts. Wrapping up, typology isn't therapy. And to you, my dear viewer, I friendly remind you to use typology to grow, not to judge. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more people reading content. Next year, I'm gonna release publicly a series about the Enneagram. 3 mini videos and 1 video for each type in which I go in depth. If you happen to be a member of the YouTube channel, you don't need to wait until 2026. You can watch them all now with early access. Whereas as far as public releases goes, it's gonna be next year, one video for each month.
Direct attack!
Stay tuned for more. See you later.